No fear, no doubt, she's on the attack. Buying the dips, stacking up her stash. Blockchain babe with the crypto cash. All the way, she's a blockchain babe. No cash, no cage. She's got wallets full of games while the world goes up in flames. She's a blockchain babe. No cash, no cage. She's got wallets full of gains while the world goes up in flames. Blockchain babe, she's here to stay in the world of crypto, paving the way. Decentralized power, she's in control. Blockchain babe, she's better than gold. Goes up in flames.
天狼は炎で沈む金融界は涙で濡れる混乱と高度の運命でこのシステムを我ら砕け天狼は炎で沈む金融界は涙で濡れる混乱と高度の運命でこのシステムを我ら砕け燃やせ壊せフィアットの時代は終わったぜ鎖は切れた金はコースホストはクラットタクタブーストビットコインが王座を奪い銀行不要自由を奪回中央なしで支配は消える未来のドアを俺たち開けるコインが王座を奪い均衡不要自由をバック中央なしで支配は消える未来のドアを俺たち開ける火が燃える煙が舞う AI が仕事を奪うだが俺らは止まらない新世界に火を灯す
Good evening, Crypto Chaos. How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Roll call. Who's still alive out there? Who didn't sell? Let's see. Milk Money, how's it going? C Story, how's it going? Cliff, in the house, my man. Yes, looks like YouTube's doing that weird thing again with the names. Come on. What the hell, YouTube?
What are you
How's it going, guys? Legit Otaku already making new friends in the pool. Yes, you guys caught the short down in Florida, and I found a gecko. Wow, a chameleon. That was pretty crazy. I found a chameleon in the wild. Yeah. Good afternoon, Chaos fam. How's it going? Pray for McFreedom. How's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Wherever the hell you guys are at. Hope you're having a great day. Good evening, Otaku, and of course, Chaos family. We got a Gamma Goddess in the house. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's get this money. Let's try to save some of this money too, right? Again, hopefully you guys didn't, just crazy, sell off everything and wipe your hands clean and call it a day. Yes, we got Cliff. Yes, Brave Army Freedom in the house. Jake Crypto JPEG. Good evening, fam. Bring us good news, please. Good news. I've got a little bit of everything. I got a little bit of good news, bad news, and a whole bunch in between. We're going to get into it here in a second. Good evening, fam. Bring us some good news. Yes. I hope so. Everybody, yeah, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, Ben, in the chat as well. Bitcoin is powered by chaos. 100% milk money. That is why we are here. That's exactly why we're here.
Powered by chaos.
Thank you, Sailor. Yes, yeah, Microsoft. Damn, down like 2 points today, right? I know, right? Isn't that crazy, Ben? C Story, how's it going? I know, right? C Story. It's ridiculous. YouTube can't get their shit together and just decide on what the hell they want us to use. Tickets to escape the Matrix are priced in Bitcoin. Yes, exactly. Every ticket right now costs $87,000. But again, you can participate. Satoshis, guys, only are right now, a Satoshi right now is, what is it like? 8 tenths of a penny or something like that. Buenos noches, amigos. How's it going, Wolf? Tofu, how's it going, Wolf? How's it? How you doing? Buenos noches. Yes. Otaku, we need the seatbelts. Do we? Do we need seatbelts? I don't think we need seatbelts. Who got their chips for the dips? Yeah, I know, right? Yoko Kano. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about you need the seatbelts for Yoko Kano. You're referring to, yeah, the intro. Yeah, those are actually, two of my favorites. I do like the pillows. Don't forget the pillows, Ben. Don't forget the pillows. Anyway, anyway, all your models will be destroyed 100%. All your models will be destroyed when Bitcoin, of course, goes crashing through the playground. Godzilla comes crashing through the playground, which we still haven't had Godzilla candle of any kind yet. The only the biggest candle we've ever seen was on Binance only. Highly manipulated. $20,000 candle to the downside. That was it. That was the only excitement we had this year so far. Game of God says, okay, nice, Ben. Oh, yes, send it to the Discord. Yes, send it. All the chips. All the chips. Definitely need the chips for the dip, man. We have all dip, but no chips. That's the problem. We got all this damn dip, but no chips. Damn it. You're definitely a creepy, Ben. Oh boy, what did he say now? Jacob Sig changed my name to Over There, and I promise I am not creepy. He's just affirming it. And so is Gamma. Oh god. You can't convince anyone, Ben. Oh god. You're still one of my favorites, Ben. I don't care what they say about you. Creepy in a bad or a good way. I don't think there's a bad way or a good way. Andy coming in with a £5 sterling. Let's go, Andy. Or of course our resident whale in the chat. I'll take a hug off, dude. Party time early next year. Damn, Andy. I know, man. We need a freaking party after all this crazy nonsense. I'm ready for some chips, man. Where's the chips? I got enough dip. I want some more chips. Gamma God says all the icing and no cakes has been 100%. Ugh, gross. That's a terrible cake. Andy, what's up? Yes, what's up, King? Thanks again for supporting the channel tonight, Andy. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's we're feeling some kind of way, aren't we? It feels some good way. I had to pour. I brought some wine, guys. I brought some wine. Trying to finish up this damn bottle. I've been working on it a few days. Yeah, I brought some wine. I got enough for the rest of us, guys. I got enough for all of us. Maybe not. I don't know. I take that back. That's all I got. All right, whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be another night. It's gonna be another night. Okay, let's dive into it, guys. Enough of the pleasantries. Let's get the dancing mascots out of here and get the show going. All right. Oh boy, let's rip it off, guys. Let's rip it off. Bitcoin fell down to our target, $87,000 Bitcoin. Yikes. Didn't want to say that, but it happened. It happened. I wanted to be so wrong. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Where the hell's the dancing mascots? Get the damn dancing mascots out of here. All right, there we go. Fighting with tiny screens. All right, so if I can I undo? Can I get bring back? Yeah, there we go. Last night we called for a baseline bear. I don't even remember anymore, guys. But we basically landed right on top of our baseline target last night. If you didn't catch it, the early morning live stream, you knew where we landed. Of course, winning. Winning. Tired of winning. Yeah.
You may even get tired of winning.
I am. I'm tired of winning in this freaking way. I want to be tired of winning this way. But instead we get the latter. We did actually come down to our 87 target we've been calling for a while. We hit it anyway. It just happened after the market bell. We saw the crash, the flash crash. Bubble is in. And what caused this? Well, there's a lot of macro things that are possibly have caused this. Big, you could say a lot of it is we're just living in a bubble, basically, with the stock market. My God, a lot of weird stuff happened today. Like the Nasdaq is going to list Walmart now under the Nasdaq. They're going to leave the stock exchange. I don't know. We're living in like bizarro world right now. But anyway, Bitcoin did fall down to a low of 86,000. We wicked down to 86K flat. And coming up on now on the rise. And, you know what? Whatever. I say just let's just get this out. Let's just get this out and get it over with. We could continue falling down for the rest of the year. I've been telling you guys since summer that we're probably going to see a sell-off so that the institutions can get in on the cheap, shake out the weak hands. And, here we are. We're shaking out the weak hands. That's definitely not me. Definitely not me.
I'd buy that for $1.
There's a lot to buy for $1 today. All right. So let's get into it, guys. Let's see. What is there to buy? There's a lot. Holy crap. Here we go. And I got a lot of narratives from a lot of different people. We'll dive into it here in a second. But first, we're looking at the order books this evening. I guess this morning for the Japanese and the foreign trade opening, of course, for Friday, the lowest liquidity day. But my God, it is a good day to be buying up some of this dip. If I were on the other side of the world, definitely would be looking at doing that right now. Oh my gosh, come on. Why is this broken? Every time I want to use it. I just want to use it. Let me use it. I don't want to take a video. Oh my God. What the hell is going on? Oh, just work. Damn it. Just work. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And, yeah, we are taking a look at, where the order books are lying at right now. We are smashed through all of this down here. 87,000, what I've been calling for since October, is now all gone. The only thing left is 75. Do we really want to see that? Yeah, that is the last CME gap we have too. It's in 75K. If we go all the way back there, I really don't want to do it, but that's the next step. The next step would be 75K right down here. That should be right here. We jumped over there a little bit in the futures market, and the futures market, of course, is dictating everything because they're all manipulative assholes. All right. So anyway, that's more than likely where we're going to be heading next. If, of course, we do not get some sort of big institutional demand or something to really incite people to buy this freaking dip. All right. So yeah, I just want to, of course, let you know where we're at right now. It's painful. It's pretty painful out there, guys. We lost a lot of ground today. Okay, moving on. We do, I mean, honestly, for what's going on in Japan right now, they're about to see a world of hurt when they start raising those rates, start handing out a ton of money. Their entire economy is good. But the yen, dude, the yen, I just talked about this last night, right? That the yen is like buy one, get one half off right now, for $1 to 157 yen, something like that. By the end of the next year, we could be looking at a 200 to 1 ratio on, of course, the 200 yen to $1. That'd be insane. And what do they need right now with their country's currency being inflated as much as it has been in the last year or two? They need Bitcoin, like bad, like really, really bad.
What are you,
yeah.
stupid?
Yeah. They probably need that. All right, moving on. So enough ranting. We're going to dive into it, guys. The metrics, of course. I'm really surprised that the dollar's not coming up. The debt is not coming up as fast as it used to. They must have really tightened things down a bit and cut off a lot of waste because we're only getting about maybe $5 billion a day, where it used to be like $8 billion a day. And I think last year it was like 12. So I think we're starting to kind of slow down a little bit. But we are going to, of course, print an F ton of money here soon for those stimulus checks that are probably going to happen in the first quarter of next year. All right. Moving on. Here's national debt's ridiculous. Will the Trump release the Epstein files by blank? Of course, this is Polymarketed, guys. Of course, don't forget, brought to you by Polygon. The sleeping dragon blockchain no one ever thinks about is coming back. It's coming back to America, baby. And Fed decision rate in December is not really coming back. Still sitting around 33%. Pretty much the same spot we saw yesterday. Yeah, it's ridiculous. We cannot decide on whether we want to believe this or not. I don't think that they can do. I don't think they cannot cut. I think they have to, no matter what. They're stuck because they're going to basically force the economy to collapse. We're going to ruin our GDP, and then no one's going to be able to afford anything. So you have to cut for these employers that don't have the money to, hire people. We just went through a huge hiring string of layoffs here in the United States. We need this to cut. All right, and I'm on the other side of that. I personally don't think the Fed should ever cut ever again. We should have a complete fall and depression. If you want to save the dollar, if you want to save this piece of shit and actually say it and prove it's actually backed by something, you need a real free market with not choosing the winners, and we need a depression. But no one's going to do that because that hurts. It hurts. It does. All right, moving on. Fear and greed index today for the stock market ended in a 6. A 6, guys. This is the lowest I've ever seen the stock market, I think, in my personal time. I mean, back in the tariffs, guys, when the tariffs shook the world, I think even that was like in the high tens, right? Like it was like 17, 18, something like that, the high teens, but not 6. I've never seen 6 in the stock market. I mean, we're talking like 2008, like kind of fear. This is insane. We are in bubble type fear. And crypto right now sitting at, do I want to look at it? Before I started the live stream, it was sitting at 14, guys, in extreme fear. I'm going to refresh for the faint of heart. Here we see. Let's see if we got a record. No, it's still at 14. Oh, we're saved. Just another day. Oh my God, this is crazy, guys. All right. So except sitting at number 14. The Dixie still holding still holding 100 today, going sideways after coming back up here and reclaiming 100. We didn't even actually retest 99 anything. We actually held steady 100 on the Dixie today. A lot of course, old money going back to what they know, and that is only, of course, going back to treasury bonds. And then eventually it's not going to work for them, and they're going to find out the hard way. Sorry. Crypto bubbles today, guys. My God, is a sea of red. You can choose pretty much anything you'll want right now. It is on sale. For the most part, Virtual's protocol is probably down one of the most for today in terms of AI project. This is the largest AI project on Ethereum for AI agents anyway, the biggest AI agent play. SWI is down 7%, and you bet my bottom dollar I did buy a little bit of this today. I had no choice. I was in the pool today, and I literally took my phone. I found out it was it was overheated. I put it in the shade. I came back out. I filmed me in the pool a little bit there, and then I bought some SWI. But damn, dude, underneath $1.50 for SWI today. That was awesome. But everything else as of this morning, I mean, it's pretty much still kind of the same on the weekly here. Damn, actually, it's actually worse now. Wow, never mind, I take it back. SWI's almost down 20% now on the week. We're looking for 15s and 20s usually on the weekly here. But there's plenty. There is plenty. ICP's down 20%. Look at that. ADA's down 17%. I mean, I think it was this morning I was showing off Sol too. Sol's really not down that much now. It did, of course, did pretty well with its ETF launch. So it's kind of going sideways now since last week or so. What else we got here on the month? Maybe some bigger pullbacks. We're looking at 30s and 40s here on the monthly. For big DCA opportunities. And honestly, there's really nothing too crazy here. Nothing really in the 40s other than ENA. IP story. That's, of course, IP, down 52% on the month here. And that's about it. Nothing else really down 40 or 50. So, Pengu, unless you like Pengu. Pengu's down there as well. So again, my top pick's probably going to be Sui, guys. Again, down 20% right now. It's a huge L1 with a lot of potential and a ton of partnerships. Dana, if you guys like the Dana or virtuals, so there's plenty of other opportunities here. Toncoin, also down about 20% on the week, but my God, on the day, almost down 10%, a solid 10% on Sui. If you caught the earlier moves, yeah, and you did pretty well. Looking down, also down the line here, the top 200 assets on the day. What do we have? Down the most is Soon, MYX, and Syrup. That's about it. Everything else is down about 5 or 4%. Roughly right now, everything's down about 3 on average on the top 200. On the weekly here, we're looking for, of course, 1520s. Let's see what we got. We got ZBEC down 20%. Huge move to the downside. Big opportunity there. Concordium still making, of course, heavy losses at 41% now on the week. That's crazy as well. But all in all, I'm going to have to give it to ZBEC. I like that 20% off on ZBEC right now. That's insane on just a week of a pullback. All right, guys, those are my two picks for today. Again, not financial advice. That is, of course, just my 2 cents.
I'd buy that for $1.
Bitcoin market cap, surprisingly not at 60%, guys. Surprisingly not at 60%. Currently sitting at 58.89. And this is not a good 58%. A good 58% would be when coin market cap is still looking at $4 trillion, $5 trillion in market cap. No, right now, guys, we fell and we actually lost for a little bit. I think we reclaimed 3 trillion. Nope, we are still down. Right before the live stream was kind of fluttering, but still down a little bit here. 2.99, 2.98 right now on total market cap. So again, a lot of these assets are kind of just being pulled out. It's all weak hands. And right now, I really do blame AI for this run. I really do, because when one company is worth over $5 trillion. Which now it has a pullback down to 4.5, I think, last time I looked at it. Which is, of course, larger than the entirety we've ever seen in crypto. We have a lot of competition, and yeah, here we are. So I think TradFi got a little too carried away with that. Maybe some of that will start to rotate. We need to lose some sort of confidence, maybe, in AI. I think that some of that could rotate back into crypto if they, of course, did. And I think some of that's starting to break down here, within the last few, days. But it's like weird. It's like all the good news is bad news. Bad news is good news. And bad news is also bad news. I don't know. Everything's bad news, at least a bad reaction to the markets. Anything big movers here? We got XRP down to 121 market cap. That's insane, 121 billion. One of the biggest movers we've seen in the top 10 here, as you can see, of course, on the right side. I guess you can see some of those on the right side here. I'm in the way a little bit, but you can see pretty much everything's down and to the right this afternoon. Since this afternoon, any big moves out? We got Sui lost the top 20. Of course, I think that happened last week. And nothing else really. I mean, it was kind of just a overall drainage, right? An overall drainage of liquidity out of the system because, yeah, everything's still pretty much in the same exact spot as yesterday. All right, moving on. We have my favorite metric to share with you guys every day. Today's no exception, even with, of course, the sell-off. We're probably going to see some more Bitcoin end up on exchanges because, again, we got weak hands selling off. So let's see if how much we got going back onto exchanges today as we see this climb up a little bit. Now sitting at 2.15 million. Again, probably tomorrow we're going to get back into 2.16. Will be my guess, as there's a flood of Bitcoin coming back onto exchanges. But don't you worry, it's all going to get bought up anyway by the institutions like BlackRock, Michael Saylor, and everyone else in the world. Is still buying. We covered it this morning. Metaplant just purchased another big purchase. I think it was 1,000 Bitcoin or more. Yeah, everyone's still buying the dip. Okay, all right, guys. I want to get into some of this. I want to start with this one because I don't know. I feel like this is something not enough people are talking about. We've been mentioning it a few times, but I haven't pulled up an entire article about it yet, and I wanted to dive really into it. Let me get back into the chat, but this is basically, of course, how Japan is breaking the markets, and can the Fed fix them? And if you guys haven't been paying attention, the Fed's been having these emergency meetings now. I think they've had 2 in the last 7 days or 8 days, yeah, I think they're trying to figure out how the hell they're going to be able to keep America afloat after all this comes swimming back to us soon. Soon.
When will the end be now?
God.
Soon.
Holy crap, you guys blowing up the chat over here. Oh my god, I gotta get back in here and try to catch up. Scotland made the World Cup on square, sausage, and haggis, says Andy. The more you know, I guess. The more you know. Oh, you guys are crazy. Cheers for you guys holding in here, though. I'm really proud of you. I mean, if you didn't sell your bags, I don't know what you did in your personal days, day to day. Love me, some foodie, says Ben Lawrence. I know you like the feet, Ben. We know you have a foot fetish. I'm free from the Fiat Factory. Yes, Jake, of course, finally free. The King of Ohio no longer is on duty. Hold the line. Yes, hold the line. Go time, 100% hold the line. Jake, I think you at least got me a cool name like Gimli on Discord. Damn you, Jake! Why you changing everyone's names like that? I love you guys. So troll. I don't think the CME gap is driving this, to be honest, says Ben. I don't think so either, Ben. I don't think so either. The CME gap is definitely not driving this, but it's still something, of course, that psychologically is on the back of a lot of day traders. So it could still play into effect because of psychology of the market. Oh, gee, Bobbin. But at some point, narratives take over. Yes, Ben. Gamma Guy says XCN is a Goliath. He's taking a nap, Cody. XCN is taking a nap. He's just taking a nap, guys. Carry trade pain, says Ben Lawrence. 100%. Ben, we're going to dive into some of that. Funny Color says, good evening, pals. Yes, Jake the Snake says, Ben Schiller is the only name you need, Ben. God. Oh my God. Ben says, okay, I'm going to go figure out how you did that and change yours to Jank the Taint. Yeah, guys, if you're not already on the Discord, please join us over there. That's what they're referring to back and forth. I did give some of you guys moderators for, of course, the Discord. For those, with the wrenches. You gotta keep your wrenches. And some of you guys have been having some fun in games and trolling over there, changing people's names back and forth. It's a good time. Of course, it's all part of the chaos over on the Discord server. So if you guys haven't already done that, please do so. The rules page, just go over there, read the rules, agree to it. And then to get access, just click on the little fire emoji here under Enter the Chaos, and you will get on in. And you'll be able to participate with the rest of the chaos that ensues after the live stream is over. Okay. Moving on. Go Time says, Sean, seen the, introduced the 50-year mortgage. Yes, it's going to be a 2008 on steroids. Yeah, boy. Yes, sir. I'll take a 50-year mortgage. I don't ever intend to pay for it. Like, oh, jeez. Yes. Jacob 6 says, I didn't change it anyway. I wish thee well, Ben. Shilly dilly. Then who did? Says Ben. Try to figure out in the chat who changed Ben Schiller's name or Ben Lawrence's name to Ben Schiller over on the Discord server. It's a mystery. Jacob 6, I don't hope they don't actually implement it's go time. Every day, everybody poo poo. What? What the hell? The idea online. Oh, you're talking about the 50-year mortgage. Yeah. It's not 100% introduced yet. They're still, they're still going back and forth on that. It's not a good, to me, it's as stupid as the $1 trillion coin. If you guys don't remember that, Janet Yellen had introduced a $1 trillion coin to back our egregious, government overspending. That happened back in, oh my God, it's a long time ago now, 21 or 22, I forget, it was a long time ago. Alright, moving on. Do not take the financial folly of a 50-year mortgage. Do not do it. Says Jake the Snake. Thus allowing people to become what essentially is debt slaves. We've been debt slaves forever. Since the day we're born. Since the day we're born, we've been dead slaves.
We gonna win so much.
Oh God, Yamaha Pacifica, yes. How you doing? What else? I'm trying to catch up with you guys in the chat. Just kind of skimming through here. Jake says, banned Taku for mentioning the Mossad agent. Oh no. I'm dead allegedly from an island. Yeah. I'm not going back into that again. Jen Lawrence says, we have the feds in the chat. Footy means soccer. Oh, okay. Oh my God. I did not know that. Andy is a Fed, says Ben. Now you're freaking me out. Why else would they, would a guy in a kilt be in our chat fighting with a bull rider? Oh, geez. Banana Republic says Satoshi is Epstein? Question mark. Well, you have to go back and watch Tinfoil Hat Tuesday for that. I personally do not believe he is Epstein, and definitely not believe that he has any, that he's had any contact with Epstein, Satoshi himself. Again, go back to and watch the, Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. I went into a deep dive on that on the chat, on that channel. And I did not know that was going to be the day that we voted for Epstein. It just happened to work out. It was insane. Oh my God. All right. So anyway, that's what went down with that. So anyway, guys, Japan breaks the markets. Can the Fed fix them? Let's find out. Japan's monetary tightening and government stimulus has triggered global market volatility, ending years of easy money and cheap liquidity for Japan. The unwinding of the yen carry trade is draining liquidity from their global risk assets, especially U.S. equities, as capital flows back to Japan. Despite Japan's shift, I expect the Federal Reserve to step in with rate cuts, quantitative easing, and liquidity injections to support U.S. markets, because we are about to fall if they don't do something, and they don't do something soon.
When will then be now? Soon.
Current volatility is a temporary dislocation, and then Japan's crisis will likely prompt a new aggressive global liquidity cycle, setting up upside for 2026. Yes, 2026 is going to be a good year, guys. A good year.18 the fear you may feel right now. Don't forget, guys, the when times to make money chart from 1875. Don't forget. This is a thing. Probably the Illuminati uses this in the back end. Just letting you know. And of course, 20, you always go back to this stupid conspiracy, but it's a legit thing, of course, from 1875. We're sitting right here in 2026, which is going to be a good year. Good times, high prices, and times to sell stocks and values of all kinds. You don't want to be doing that in 2027. Why? Because it's more than likely we're going to have bad years of hard times, low prices, and good times to buy stocks, corner lots, goods, and etc. Hold until the boom reaches years of good times, and then unload in 2027. Calling for probably the worst of that to unfold here in 2029. So watch out for that, guys. All right, moving on. Was it 29? I jumped all over the place. Yeah, 2029. Yep. All right, moving on. All right, continuing. Back into Japan. Oh God. Thesis summary. The markets have seen that the worst is losing streak since April sell-off, and investors are looking for the culprit. High valuations, volatility in the repo market, even the political instability domestically could be cited as possible culprits. Once again, I fear that the real catalyst may be what's happening in Japan, is a country that for years has served as a source of cheap money for the world. Japan is now undergoing some significant challenges, with a new government wanting to stimulate, a central bank ready to hike, and a yen that keeps sliding. Yeah, this entire combination is insane. It's insane. All these translates to uncertainty and potential headwinds for liquidity. However, even if Japan takes a step back from being the world's ATM, I think the Federal Reserve will soon step in to provide the market with what it needs. Quick and easy money. With, of course, another rate cut in December. Japan's catch-22. Japan has always been the way of the terms of, I don't want to get into the history of this. If you guys don't know the history of this, basically just a short version. They basically have had zero interest rates since the 1980s. All right, done. Markets don't like this. Due to this dynamic, the world has benefited from the Japanese yen carry trade, cheap Japanese funding, which flowed into foreign assets, especially U.S. equities. The Bureau of Justice, right? BOJ, right? The Bank of Japan. Okay, the Bureau of Justice. Wow, I'm thinking of America. The Bank of Japan printed the yen weakened, and then the global reset risk assets benefited from a steady drip feed of Japanese liquidity. Now we are once again getting a taste of this reversing. Back in August of 2024, we saw this happen when the yen appreciates too fast. This unwinds the carry trade. Now we're seeing this unwind in the other direction, which is, of course, terrible for America. The spread between the U.S. Treasuries and Japanese 10-year bonds is plummeting with unwinds the carry trade. Suddenly, the Japanese assets are more attractive and money begins to flow back to Japan instead of the U.S. and other foreign markets. I believe the U.S. will step in. What we're seeing in Japan could be a permanent shift. The 3 decades of easy money from Japan may end, and that doesn't mean the risk on assets in U.S. equities are suddenly uninvestable. For starters, this is the only piece of a very complex macro puzzle. All right, so I just wanted to dive a little bit into this. This is a bear of a topic, but this is what I think is really at foot here, and no one's really talking about it. It's weird. It's weird. When the shoe was on the other foot, we were talking about it. I remember in 2023 we were talking about the U.S. carry trade in the other direction, and the yen was of course a lot more attractive. Now, of course, with the banks and everything sitting where they are, with quantitative easing about to begin, it's going to be a bit weird. And I don't know why we haven't heard much of this. Let me know in the chat if you guys have heard too. I mean, we cover this every single morning, and not a single outlet is talking about this. So I think we've had maybe a couple economists mention it, but not in the main TradFi news as well. They don't want us to know. Bitcoin price crashes to 86,000 flat. That was the wick. And as extreme fear hits the markets, we're going to dive just a little bit over here and an update on what happened today. Bitcoin price is trading at lows of 86,600, down to over 1%. And as we just saw it right when we started the live stream, it was at 87, now sitting at 87 flat. All right, okay. So the Bitcoin price traded above 92,000 overnight, with sharply dumped in early Eastern time zone, of course, right after the market opened. The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index currently sits in extreme fear at 14. We just saw that. The U.S. labor market showed unexpected strength in September, according to the data released by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, after a 6-week delay due to the government shutdown, and we didn't get the data from October. We're not going to get the data from October until December 16th with the November data. So it's going to be kind of a weird shuffle of data, and hopefully it's just going to be a wash. But I'm assuming it's going to be very bad for jobs. All right. So August reading was revised. The 4,000 jobless report was released in early October, marks the reassumption of the official economic data that would be followed in the further updates in mid-December. The labor market data added a broader backdrop of the optimism in the U.S. markets. Bitcoin price gained modestly overnight at $92,000 range, following NVIDIA's stronger than expected third quarter earnings report. The chip maker posted $57 billion in revenue, defying concerns of any AI-driven market bubble. NVIDIA report buoyed risk assets globally, and Nasdaq futures rose 1.9%. For crypto markets, tech-driven liquidity remains key driver, and NVIDIA's performance reassured investors that AI investments by major corporations, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, will continue for the foreseeable future. Although we didn't get that kind of outlook today for Microsoft. They were down 2 whole points. All right. So, last week, Bitcoin price closed the weekly, at 94,290, plunging below the key support of 96K. And that level easing gains made it earlier, in 2025. We pretty much lost everything at that point. The break of this major support indicated a sharp, shift in market sentiment, with the bears taking clear control of the price action. Bitcoin's inability to hold 96K meant that the likelihood of a sustained bull market had diminished significantly. Following the loss of 96K support, Bitcoin's next significant support was identified near the point 38, the 38 Fibonacci retracement at 2022 bottom on October 2025 high. Bitcoin Magazine analysts also highlighted a key high volume node between 83 and 84 as another potential floor. Below these levels, the next major support zone goes back to what I'm talking about 75, but they're calling for the previous all-time high of 69,000 or 72, suggesting substantial room for further declines if Bitcoin continues to be weakened. Yikes. But that's not all. Arthur Hayes warns Bitcoin could drop to 80K with liquidity weakness and market stress. That's a lot better than 75. But let's see what his excuse is here. Bitcoin could absolutely drop to 80K to 85 during this period of weakness, and if broader risk markets implode and the Fed Treasury accelerates their money printing capers, and Bitcoin can zoom towards 200,000, 250,000 at the end of the year. Still bullish either way once the money printer goes brr. Come on, guys. It's only a matter of time. We're going to feed it. We're going to feed it.
Cyberspace. Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.
We know they're going to print more money because they're never going to do the right thing and let the entire thing collapse. They're not going to do it because that would, that would end all their fun. All right. What else we got here? I just want to, of course, cite that little excerpt from Arthur Hayes. Did an uptick in unemployment sink Bitcoin yet again? Here's another opinion piece here saying that maybe it was the unemployment that sunk Bitcoin. I don't personally think it. Against too many macro conditions happening right now all at once. Unemployment fears may have just sent Bitcoin tumbling once more. The U.S. federal government machinery whirred into its life after a record 43-day shutdown, and now the key macroeconomic data, though somewhat stale, is beginning to trickle in. Thursday saw the U.S. BLS, of course, finally drivers and job report, blah, blah, blah. We already covered all that for the most part. Investors expected a 25 basis point lowering in the rate cut. Of course, we're probably not going to see that according to some of these polymarket bets, but I think they're going to capitulate. I think it's all just, market, FUD, and, they're going to have to do something. Easing has to begin for everyone. Bitcoin was trading at 87,000 at the time of writing, for this article, according to CoinMarket data. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to take away here that I haven't already gone through. I think it's pretty much everything on the other article we pulled up. I've got so much stuff pulled up tonight, guys. It's going to be like a lightning round. We haven't done one like these in a while. Poll shows younger conservatives are more willing to give AI control over policy and military. I thought this was insane. Oh my God. But yeah, more doom coming. And we're just going to let it happen. New Heartland Institute Rasmussen reports survey show that the younger conservatives were more willing than the liberal counterparts to give advanced artificial intelligence sweeping control over major government functions. I'm happy with that for the most part. Now, military, not so much. Not so much. Making the level of support all kind of striking. The poll surveyed 1,496 likely votes aged 18 to 39 between October 31st and November 2nd. It asked whether respondents supported proposals to let the AI controls public policy decisions, determine constitutional rights, or command the world's largest militaries in the express purpose of reducing the number of people who die from war. I mean, yes, but don't have them in charge of the military. Don't control the military. No, I don't think there should be just one grand AI. This is stuff of dystopian sci-fi, right? I mean, I don't know, it's been a while since I showed you guys Bucky O'Hare from the 1990s, I believe. I actually don't know if I have that clip on here. I might still have that clip. But that's a good reference. Or even just like Star Wars with like the separatist army of droids, right? You want to go into the Clone Wars? God, that was kind of a silly sci-fi thing because you just have robots fighting robots. You don't need the clones anyway. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I may not have that saved. Oh no, here it is. Yep, here it is. Yes. This is what we're gonna go into, guys. Yes, everything's cheap. Poverty for nobody. There you go. As depicted from 1990s cartoon, one of my favorites, Bucky O'Hare. I think the comic books are originally from the 80s, but anyway. So yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that idea, of course, giving all control to AI in some major capacity. Okay. So anyway, the poll surveyed, yes, the poll. And so yeah, if you like to go across the, Donald Kendall, director of, where the hell was I? The poll surveyed, the voters aged between, they say, determine the constitutional rights or command the world's largest military to the express purpose of reducing the number of people who will die from war, which I think is at least a trade-off. But, Donald Kendall's, director of the Glenn and, C. Haskins Emerging Issues Center at the Heartland Institute, conservative public policy think tank known for its work on state level legislation and its criticism of federal regulatory overreach. Jesus, what a freaking title. My God. Said that the ideological breakdown surprised him, and if you go into the crosstabs, those who self-identified as Republican or conservatives were more than likely to say yes or support these proposals that are outlined in the survey. Kendall told Decrypt, as is why that's the case. Honestly, I'm at a loss. I'm actually at a loss too, because in general, like, I think it's just the current, what aligns with the current administrational values versus the other party. I think that's pretty much all that means. Because right now, the right is pretty much the party of technology, which is kind of weird because the left used to be the party of technology, and even Elon Musk himself aligned with the left, and now it's completely flip-flopped. It's weird. It's a weird time we live in. It's weird. Survey relied on the self-identified ideology, and those who identified as conservatives showed the highest levels of support in each scenario. The survey reported a margin of sampling error of these plus or minus 3 percentage points. Okay, moving on. So again, guys, apparently we want to just give AI control of everything. What the hell? This is ridiculous. It's gonna be an interesting world, to say the least. Bitcoin's a brutal flush sets the stage for the violent upside rebound. Yes, the more we push down, the more we're gonna, of course, come back up with a slingshot of vengeance to the upside. A quick stroll through the social media on Thursday makes it clear that plenty of crypto loyalists not only buy into this theory, they're happily promoting it like this is the next big thing. Bitcoin's sell-off has pushed the market into a full-blown capitulation territory, as setup has historically acts as a slingshot for some of the most strongest upside moves. And based on the latest on-chain and sentiment data, the downturn is looking less like the trend reversal and more like the classic dunk before the liftoff. History is whispering Bitcoin's near bottom. Bitcoin's near bottom. One proponent posted on X, net unrealized profit loss just hit 0.47, the exact level that triggered the 3 violent reversals in the past, and this is where fear peaks and Bitcoin begins its next move. Same setup, same opportunity. The signal rarely misses. The individual added, this is Rager, I think, over on X. By now, Bitcoin is closer to a bounce than it is low at the lower low, as it's 32% in 7 weeks. I mean, in my opinion, the time to be bearish was 4 weeks ago. Now I'm searching for signs of reversal, a bounce, and an opportunity to add to a spot on strength assets. And again, none of the fundamentals have changed on Bitcoin. It's not like, we woke up and then all of a sudden, like, someone just voted, like, the majority of the developers voted on, or the node holders voted on some sort of thing we didn't agree with, right? The fundamentals of Bitcoin haven't changed at all. It's just right now, of course, the macro conditions and the weak hands that are of course changing their mind on what they want to do. Of course, most of them have not figured out that this shit is not going to save them. In the end, this will be, again, what it is, printed on. It'll be just paper, just like every other fiat currency that we've seen collapse in the last 10, 15 years. And of course, in the beginning of time. Oversold technicals are adding to fuel that setup. The 14-day relative strength index, the RSI, is catered to levels not seen since August 2023, slipping to the mid-20s in the bull market conditions. Reading this low always means proceeds to fierce rebounds as sellers run out of steam and shorts get caught leaning in too far. I agree. I think we are ready to see, the markets start to move. At least Bitcoin, man. Again, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. All right, getting back in the chat real quick. Yes, the falling knife. All the falling knives coming from, of course, Max Where are we? 50-year mortgage, or people not still refi everything every few years and reset their amortization anyway. Yes, Ben Lawrence, the 50-year mortgage is almost exactly that. Right? Am I right? It's gotta be. Pretty, I would love to see the math on that, Ben, if you wouldn't mind. I would definitely agree to that though, cause, I have friends that, literally refi their home every other year, regardless of, interest rate. Kami, way best a move, not defense. Jake the Snake, no defense. Ola Raza, what's going on in the chat here? Jake the Snake says, oh yeah, right, ban Taku for mentioning oh yeah, okay, I'm a little too far back now. It needs Brando. The thirst emulator and that staff of the toilet out of the toilet. What the hell, Cliff? Japan is about to dump girls in cat ears on the global economy. Damn! I might be a participating member in that market. Oh my God. To be frank, lots of money sitting in market maker accounts. Yes, and people are just sitting there due to the unpredictability. Yes, 100%, Ben. Yes, we got G4. I'm usually lurking, but I wanted to say hi. I absolutely love your energy. Thank you, G4. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, for an onlooker in the chat. Thank you again. Guys, also, if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, as of course I do this every single night for you all and every single morning for the market open in the United States and the foreign markets like we're doing right now. Let's take a look and see rap battles. What? With the rap battles and AI oh wow, yeah, rap battles are better than AI battles. Is that what you're saying, Ben? Oh my God. Whatever happened to the greatest rap battles of history or whatever happened to that? He's still doing that. G4 also says, this is my first bull run. The one thing I learned is Bitcoin is king and all the rest are shitcoins. 100%, my man, 100%. You are on the right path, my guy. 100%. Let's go. Hell yeah. Can I get a no second best?
What's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset.
Oh, yes, that does. That goes very well with wine. All right, what else we got? AI rule, military money, the robots are here. Our future is no longer science fiction, 100% Cliff. We're living in it every single day. I got some crazy stuff on my X page I gotta share with you guys. I don't know if I showed you guys this morning about the tow trucks now are being replaced by these little robot things that go underneath the vehicles and just move them with like little to no effort. Since we're talking about it, I'll pull it up real quick. And I'll get back to this here in a second. Actually, I don't want to lose that page there. That's some more coverage for later. Oh my God, there's so much stuff we got to get through, guys. Okay. So yeah, if we go to my page here over on X, I got this saved from this morning. If you guys didn't see this, it's pretty cool. I'm just going to skim through it real quick. Basically, there is a robot that goes under a car. It moves the car to a legal parking spot, and your car does not get towed to a freaking place where you got to go, of course, pay for it inbound or whatever. Okay, so yeah, there's that. Also, there's all sorts of crazy stuff happening in the future. I mean, we're talking about, shopping carts that literally you just put stuff in the cart and then you check out on the cart itself with the whole register and everything built on top of the cart for you. In Japan right now, they also have, 7-Elevens equipped with like 100 cameras, and they just scan what is in your hand and you walk out with it and you automatically pay for it. It's insane stuff happening. You gotta pay attention. We are so far behind in America. It is absolutely, I'm speechless. Every day, I'm speechless. I go on X and I find something else I didn't know about happening in the world today that we just don't have any sort of inkling or clue, because we have such a negative opinion of everyone else other than ourselves, because we're pig-headed, idiotic Americans. All right, let's see what else we got. Nevs, I told you we were heading to the bubble. We're going to the bubble, guys. We're heading to the bubble. And when we go to Vegas, we're gonna go to the bubble, right? We're gonna go hang out at the bubble in Vegas. Oh, jeez. Guys, if you haven't already got your tickets to Bitcoin 2026, don't forget to do so. It's going to go up every single month until, of course, the day of. You don't want to pay $500 for your ticket at the door. Again, Bitcoin 2026 is going to be at Las Vegas in April. Get your tickets today in Las Vegas. I can't wait to go there, guys. I can't wait to go there. See, most of you guys in person, I never get to meet anybody in real life I can talk about with crypto. And I've been doing this for years. It's ridiculous. All right. So cool stuff coming soon. All right, where were we? Oh God. Okay, so we already got through that. I think I'm caught up with the chat now. I got a little bit there. I'm gonna let that still kind of load. All right, Tether's gold hoard surges to 116 tons of gold. Rivals now small central banks. You guys haven't been keeping up with this. I have. Anyway, Tether, of course, has been one of the biggest accumulators of Bitcoin and now gold. And they have a massive hoard. And if you don't know who Tether is, where you been? You living under a rock? It's, of course, the first ever stablecoin. All right, what else we got here? Jeffries just flagged Tether's interest after the company met with miners and royalty firms in Denver last fall. The investors telling the bank Tether aimed to buy another 100 tons of gold this year. Public comments from the CEO, Paolo Ardonio, that's, of course, the CEO of Tether, adding the gold to reserves at a $1,000 per ounce price spike strengthened his case. Analysts led by Andrew Moss estimated that Tether held at least 116 tons of gold at the end of the third quarter, with 12 tons backing its XAUT. That's, of course, their digital gold token, worth about 1.57 billion, and about 104 tons backing the USDT, worth about 13.6 billion. Making it the world's largest non-sovereign holder and placing it on par with smaller central banks. It's insane what they've been able to amass. All right, and back into the chat here with Crypto Boz with a $2 hyperlink. Let's go, Crypto Boz. How you doing, man? How you doing? You're definitely one of the first, one of the OGs on the channel. What do we got? What do we got? You got savage. Oh, jeez, man. I can't play this because, you know how YouTube gets. But, yeah, Redfish, what the hell? Oh, my God. I don't think I've ever heard this song before either. All right. Well, I'll definitely have to play that at the end of the live stream, but you guys can, of course, enjoy it right now if you want. All right. Let's get back to it. Thanks again, $2 for the $2 super chat. Crypto Boz in the chat. Strawberry Dragon says, good evening. Of course, our favorite flavor of dragon is in the house tonight. Yes, good evening. Chaos Crew, how's it going? Strawberry. The Quant says it's literally ended. And exit liquidity thinking, get into stables. They are much lower to come. Much lower to go. You think there's much lower to come, huh? Well, yeah, I mean, I'll be sitting on my Bitcoin. I haven't sold a single sat ever. So I'm good, my man. Ben Lawrence says you'll be okay, Nebs, if you can stick to your conviction. 100%, Ben. Coinbase falling. Would it be catastrophic to our space though if we're doom speaking? What doom speaking? Not really. It's going to be what it is, greased up Nebs guy. It's the market makers that dictate everything. Again, we're talking about people right now in the chat. We're considered retail. We're considered the weak hands, the paper hands, the lettuce hands, right? The ones that go to this, who want to save in this shit. Of course, that we burn and tear up and whatever. It's just paper. It's just paper, guys. It's just freaking paper. You want to go back to that? That's why I'd rather sit on my bags. All right, let's get back here. Crypto Boz, $2 super chat. Another one for Crypto Boz. Thank you, my man. Thank you for the 199 pennies tonight. I'll melt them later. Trust me, I'll melt them later. Oh, man. What else we got here? I'm just trying to catch up with you guys in the chat here. 100% Man Bush knows he's an AI. He's an AI. Crypto Boss is he's just dumping freaking $2 super chats in the chat. Oh my God, Boss. Crypto Boss with another $1.99. 199 pennies. Guys, those pennies, you gotta melt them down. There's copper in some of those pennies. Could be worth 9 pennies. Oh my God, 9 pennies worth. Anyway, Quan says 100%. We only have just started rolling over the monthly and 2-month bear divs. DXY is going to rally, and we're going to see a massive sell-off tonight again tonight. Very well, soon. Very well. Possibly could happen, Quan. It could. 69. Then the short squeeze begins. The short squeeze. Man, you guys are bearish, calling for 69K. Damn, I thought I was being a little bit bearish at 75, but okay. Oh man. The Quan says that 2 days ago, BlackRock, the largest amount of outflows in history. Yeah, but most of those are weak hands. Most of those are still new purchasers. They're not highly convicted plays. They also want to go back to this. They want to go back to paper. I'm not going back to paper, man. It's not backed by anything. Anyway, greased up Nebs guy in the chat. Oh my God, Cliff coming with a $5 super chat as well. Oh my God. I'm just gonna sit on my bags. Yeah, what the? I'm not selling. I'm not selling. I've done this before. Screw this. Oh man. I'll keep buying the dip, but I'm not selling. I'm gonna be rich. Ben Lawrence is the way. I'm not missing the freaking leg up when everyone's selling off their bags. Are you kidding me? They will not stop. It's gonna get very ugly if you don't get in stables, says Quant. The stables are still dollars, my friend. They are still paper. Strawberry Dragon Ball Z. Jake. Break out the pole and dance for him, Otaku. Oh my god. Oh my god. I guess it is. I guess that is kind of like a strip club. I am not a stripper. Maximus Diamond Hands, yes. Lettuce hands, 100%. Ben Lawrence says, when I dip, you dip, we dip. We all dip. We all buy that dip. All right. Speaking of which, it's time I get into this one. I was saving this one for last, but you know what? Screw it. I'll do it. Another update from JP Morgan says the crypto market correction appears driven by retail selling off Bitcoin. Weak hands, paper hands. Yes, and other ETFs. Yes, again. The new entries, right? The ETFs just went live in 2024. In January of 2024, they've only had, of course, some exposure to that for a year or year and a half, or some cases, extremely, a year and 9 or 10 months. If you're looking at some of the early BlackRock, IBIT, purchasers of the ETF, right? So JP Morgan says the crypto market correction appears to be driven by retail selling of Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. And retail investors have sold about $4 billion of spot Bitcoin and other ETFs so far in November. The main driver of the latest crypto market correction, according to JP Morgan analysts. So short-term time horizon, my friends. You need to be in crypto for at least 4 years to see any significant gains if you are a long-term investor. Otherwise, you're just sitting around for doing nothing. Selling off right now would be a tremendous missed opportunity, especially when you have to also pay for those long-term capital gains tax if you just got in at the beginning of this year and you haven't held for at least a full year yet. Oh god, let me get me started. I can go into all this all day. At the time, retail investors are buying equity ETFs, adding roughly 96 billion this month, and showing the crypto sell-off isn't part of the wider threat retreat from risk. The analyst says the latest crypto market correction intensified BlackRock's Bitcoin slide below JP Morgan's estimated prediction, which we talked about last week. That was their estimated 94K. But we are much lower than 94K today, is being driven mainly by retail selling off spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs rather than the crypto native traders, according to the bank's analysts. While crypto's native investors are responsible for the crypto market's correction in October via the heavy deleveraging in perpetual futures. Of course, that happened on October 10th. You guys remember that one? We call it, should we call it Orange Friday? I don't know what to call it. It wasn't like a bloody Friday for crypto. I don't know. Orange Friday sounds fun because, Bitcoin. Previous deleveraging in perpetual futures appears to have stabilized in November, and the JP Morgan analysts led by managing director Nicolas Panagorabakolo they pronounce that damn name, said in Wednesday's report, instead it has been a non-crypto investors, mostly retail investors, paper hands, who typically use spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs to invest in the crypto market that appear to have been mostly responsible for the continuation of the crypto market correction in November. Roughly $4 billion have been pulled from spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs so far this month, already exceeding February's record outflows. And the analyst said the behavior stands up sharp contrast to the retail inflows into equities. Retail investors have already put in about $96 billion in the equities and the ETFs in November, including leveraged products, a pace at which have reached roughly $160 billion and maintained through the month end, matching September and October, according to the analysts. They said that retail has shown the same split before. Strong equity buying. The crypto ETF selling is limited to just 3 months this year, February, March, and now November. This suggests retail investors still treat crypto and equities as separate buckets, even if both are risk assets. It would be a mistake to extrapolate the selling of crypto ETFs as a signal that retail investors are turning bearish or on risk assets, and more broadly, including equities. The analyst wrote, They also said that the long-running correlation between crypto and equities remains intact. The crypto market continues to trade most closely with the small-cap tech stocks, specifically the Russell 2000 tech sector, reflecting the crypto's ties to early-stage innovation and venture-driven investor bases. At the same time, the analyst said the most speculative part of retail traders active in call options and single-stock momentum has stepped back into the recent weeks. Data from Options Clearing Corporation shows that the drop in the weekly call options buying in small retail accounts and baskets of stock popular in the U.S. traded now show a slimmer slowdown. That said, the recent downshifting has merely reversed the speculative impulse in the previous month and has now not changed the uptrend since 2023. Overall, they said the current crypto ETF selling should not be read as broader risk-off behavior, noting that the retail investors are still buying equities aggressively and not crypto this month. Just not crypto this month. So yeah. It's not the strong hands. It's only the weak hands, the paper hands that are selling off these assets. All right. And, I'm not JP Morgan's not the only one who says that either. It's also Ray Dalio. Ray Dalio says as well.
It has leverage.
What are strong hands? Like, how would you define that?
Weak hands would be the public.
So retail investors are weak hands.
Right.
Strong hands are the owners of these companies.
Right. In other words, strong hands is that they primarily invest their own money. You don't have public, right? The weak hands is largely, let's say, a leveraged public, and all united about that. That's one of the key ingredients of a bubble. Right. So it's not just pricing, because we have to find out. Your book did such a great job of looking at.
All right. So I just want to give you a quick little rundown of the context on this. He was referring to the bubble we're in right now with AI, and saying that AI is not ready to pop. That bubble's not ready to pop just yet, because the only ones selling or trading are the weak hands. And the strong hands have conviction, they're still holding on to it. So we're not going to be popping that bubble just quite yet, according to Ray Dalio. So again, same sort of thing. The tech sector, of course, is driving our market. And I think there's just way too much exposure and not enough diversification into our asset class. And it's mostly just been driven by AI this cycle in the traditional stock market. And yeah, you can clearly see that with a $5 trillion Nvidia price at one point. And Google now getting new all-time highs near, 3.6 or 3.7 trillion. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What we're looking at every single day. All right, going back into this, what else I got, guys? I got so much more to cover. It's crazy. Oh my God, so much. Senators released bipartisan draft outlining crypto policy and federal market structure. A sweeping Senate draft accelerates momentum of clear crypto oversight, empowering the CFTC, tightening consumer protections, and signaling broader federal support that could lift liquidity and spur wider adoption across the regulated U.S. trading venues. We're getting more updates out of the White House and what we're going to see possibly for the Clarity Act here soon. They're really pushing hard, man. In the last 2 days, we've been in a lot of news around it. So, Brian Armstrong was, of course, we covered him last night. And, he, of course, has a very, very, he feels confident that we're going to get this done before the end of the year. I think a lot of people do. I just think that their time horizon is just a little too short term. Lamas was really hoping to get this done by Thanksgiving, but they're pretty much going to be in the office like one day, if anything, next week, or maybe two. Of course, before Thanksgiving on Thursday next week, a week from today, guys, a week from today. So my bets are probably going to be on mid to late December, with the possibility of 2026. Don't forget also, we had also I did want to mention why I had this pulled up. It would remind me. We did get some more news out about the strategic Bitcoin reserve, and making pushes on that too. They're talking about no capital gains on Bitcoin and some other crypto assets. It's coming, guys. It's coming. There's a lot of things happening, and there's no real reason. Again, the fundamentals of our space have not changed. Fundstrat's Tom Lee says October liquidation event still haunts the crypto markets. Of course, October 10th, what I just referred to as Orange Friday. Fundstrat's Tom Lee says the crypto markets continue to decline to trace back to the record-breaking liquidation event on October 10th, arguing that the shock severely damaged the market makers and set the stage for weeks of weakened liquidity. And so he's basically painting a picture that this all kind of started and stemmed from that time period, and has basically shooken the markets out from there. The shocker raised tens of billions of dollars, of course, as we're talking about the 10th of last month still. Liquidation wave of that size hits. These firms often retreat, reduce risk, and shrink their balance sheets, actions that leave prices more vulnerable to continued declines. The October 10th event was the largest single-day liquidation event in crypto history, with roughly $19 billion in leverage positions forcibly closed across exchanges. And we know a lot of that was manipulated heavily by Binance. Bitcoin fell about 14% in the main move, while Ethereum and other major assets posted double-digit losses. The liquidation spiral was intensified by the market's heavy long positioning, thin order books, algorithmic engines, and executive forced selling at increasingly unfavorable prices. We pointed the reflexive structure as the main reason the downtrend is extended into November. It took 8 weeks for that really get fleshed out. During a similar liquidation cycle in 2022, he said, suggesting that the market may still be in a midway through the deleveraging phase. Lee also highlighted the specific breakdown of the unnamed exchange price engine that's briefly mosquitoed a stablecoin at 65 cents, triggering an automated liquidations and rippled across other venues. He characterized it as a code error and accelerated the wipeout of the trade. I don't know what she's referring to there, because I don't remember this. Let me know in the chat if you guys remember a stablecoin going back down to 65 cents. I haven't seen that in the likes of that since 2021. But apparently it happened on a unnamed exchange here recently. He didn't name the specific trading platform or the market makers that felt the pain. I am aware of the names, but if not someone who wants to name the names, Lee stressed, referring to the specific market makers he was talking about. As crypto prices have drifted lower, Lee said shrinking volumes have tightened liquidity further, leaving the market makers with fewer tools to stabilize volatility, with Bitcoin still far below its early October highs. He argues the dominant driver for the market's current posture remains on the October 10th shock and the structural imbalance it exposed. Now there we go, guys. And frickin' Dave Portnoy, he's back in the streets again. He just jumped back on the XRP bandwagon with another $1 million purchase. And remember last time he did that? He got out before telling anyone, and he sold before the big move up. Yeah. So yeah, he's back in. Maybe there's a time to sell everything. Portnoy is going to be our new Jim Cramer. All right, what else we got? Bitcoin sell-off led by the mid-cycle wallets, while long-term whales hold firm. This is according to Van Eck. Again, we have another opinion here. Bitcoin's latest sell-off is beginning driven by mid-cycle holders rather than long-term whales. Again, still kind of the same thing as everyone else, pointing to, of course, the weak hands, right? Not, of course, the long-term whales. According to Van Eck's mid-November 2025 Bitcoin chain check report, the asset management firm said wallets whose coins last moved within the past 5 years account for most of the recent selling, while the oldest cohorts have still remained remarkably steady despite weakening sentiment. Van Eck also noted that the coins were last moved more than 5 years ago continue to aging into the cohort, adding roughly 278,000 Bitcoin over the past 2 years, where the firm said signals the long-term conviction still remains intact. All right, I'm going to end it there because we just got so much stuff to cover tonight, guys. We're crazy. Fidelity's Timmer. Fidelity also chiming off about what's going on as well. Bitcoin's momentum collapses. Again, a little bit of everything tonight. Everyone has a different opinion, of course. According to the chart shared by Fidelity's Jurian Timmer, Bitcoin's momentum has collapsed because it's behaving as a high-risk beta risk-on asset that is suffering disproportionately during a broader market correction. Gold, the yellow line, is acting as a shield, safe haven, but Bitcoin is acting as a lever, a risk amplifier. Below I show the same asset class but at the same price momentum, which I use to spot momentum outliers. Again, gold has been displaying excellent momentum despite being a meaningful correction. While Bitcoin is on the other side. In late 2025, investors are de-risking, with fears entering the market. Liquidity tends to drive it up. Investors sell most of the speculative, volatile assets first to raise cash. Bitcoin, being the most volatile asset on the chart, suffers the hardest hit, causing its momentum to collapse much faster than the S&P 500. But again, if you guys were here, like I was in 2023, I remember when the bank started collapsing, we started this bull run in the beginning of 2023. It was like March, I believe. Banks started collapsing, Bitcoin started running. It was quick. It went up fast. And all it takes is a big liquidity event like that to happen, run on the banks, and I think Bitcoin, of course, will flip back to a risk-off asset. Earlier, today, leading the cryptocurrency class to, of course, 86,000. Altcoins taking an even bigger hit. Complete failure of a digital gold narrative, says Timmer over at Fidelity. He says, the chart shows a critical failure of Bitcoin acting as a digital gold during the specific period after experiencing a minor correction. But was it? Okay, if you look at the narrative, what did it need to play in right now? Like, fear over the shutdown. We actually rallied during the shutdown. We did okay during the shutdown. We started correcting during the shutdown. I think I actually hit the all-time high during the shutdown, I think. Wasn't it? Yeah, October 1st was the first day of the shutdown. Yeah, we got the highest all-time high during the shutdown. I mean, I think it's doing what it needs to do. It's just we have people, of course, trying to maybe get a little bit more exposure to this AI bubble before it's all popped. Maybe leveraging and that sort of thing. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is trending down, failing to act as a hedge, and the cryptocurrency is essentially viewed as a technology growth proxy, as reported the USA Today or U Today, whatever. Timmer previously predicted that gold could potentially pass the baton to Bitcoin in the second half of the year, but Bitcoin ended up collapsing sharply lower instead. All right, so that's, of course, Fidelity's take on that with their Timmer. All right, what else we got? Oh my God! Of course, we already covered the big one I wanted to say for last. Anyway, of course, J.P. Morgan saying basically just let us hand selling off these assets. All right. Let's get back in the chat here. Pennies. The hell, Nebs. Yes, I'm just gonna sit on my bags, man. He pretends to swipe at you like a cat roars, says Ben. What? It's a debasement trap, Nebs. It's a debasement trap. Greystone Nebs guy says, now you gotta watch that stablecoin you choose because they are backed by dollars. Yeah, backed by dollars, but you're not gonna see diminish. You're not gonna see them diminish. They're just gonna be $1 to dollar. What against the dollar are you comparing it to, right? That is the most important question. $1 against $1 is still $1, but the dollar is being inflated every single day. And of course, every single month it's maybe an average of like 1%. At the end of the year, you're looking at about 10 or 12% a year. You're losing purchasing power every single day by holding dollars. This is stupid. That's why I don't do it anymore. I haven't done it since COVID, right? COVID. Ben Lawrence has been about to get worse with the equity being decoupled from the capex. Gotta read and invest like an investment banker, says Ben Lawrence. And this is the thing that Michael Saylor was pertaining to in an interview last year. He said you shouldn't have to. Americans should not have to be. Let me see if I can find the clip. Americans retail shouldn't have to be brokers. Saylor interview. Let's see if I can find the clip. It was with that one guy on YouTube. I forget his name. It was last year. I can't even find a short. Oh, this might be it here. No, that's not. That's Natalie Brunell. Was it this one? Oh, this looks like it. He's been too many damn interviews.
Get transformed. The 20th century credit networks get transformed. The 20th century equity capital market.
That's not it either. There's too many damn interviews with Saylor. I've seen them all. That's the crazy thing too. I've seen them all. I wish I could find the guy who did it. I forget his name. This looks like the set, but it's not. Anyway, I can't find the damn thing. But basically, he was arguing that we shouldn't have to be stockbrokers. We shouldn't have to be our own asset managers in order to freaking prevent our our currency from debasement, right? To protect our capital. We should just go to work and earn it. But that's what we have to do. And that's why, of course, Bitcoin is the that vehicle, of course, to get us off that way of life. Again, everything, of course, gets cheaper if you on a Bitcoin standard. I've been living that for many years. Ben Lawrence says XRP bought another business card, and all I got was this coin. Oh my God, what the hell, Ben? I am not a stripper. Yes, Cliff, I'm not. He said he giggled too hard on that one. He's asking for figgy pics now. I'm not giving figgy pics. No more figgy pics. That was one time. You guys said I was pasty, so I'm getting a tan now. My God, I am red. I am really red, guys. Holy crap. Definitely. Very red under the mask. All right. Let's see what else we got here. If you ask yourself, these models aren't being optimized for other chips like AMD's. Let's see. Well, yeah, that's the thing, Ben. NVIDIA has the monopolization of the market because of the CUDA cores, right? And the AI platforms, of course, are all built on CUDA. Okay, Brave Harmony Freedom says, I think we have an everything bubble. The AI and everything is sort of for the scapegoat. Yeah, that's what the likes of Robert Kiyosaki's been screaming out off the rooftop all year, right? Everything bubble. Partially, but also we have the basement issue that makes everything look more expensive, says Ben. Yes. Well, everything has always looked more expensive. It just gets more expensive over time because of all money printing and inflation of the capital. Take your jeans for high school. They didn't get smaller. They just kept growing. What the hell, Ben? AI is easy bad guy. We have a wealth divide and a shrinking middle class. Yeah, that's part of it, but that's more than likely it's all wrapped into, of course, the basement of our currency by the government, of course, printing all this money. We don't have a middle class anymore. We have what I call upper poor. All the capital is just going up to the top, and none of it's coming down to the bottom because we haven't let any of these companies collapse. Guys, we chose the winners back in 2008, and we just, of course, have these zombie companies, and of course they're going to be allowed to survive and maintain more and more profits every single year. These earnings are ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I agree with the current administration to cut these earnings to bi-yearly or what, not by quarterly, right? So twice a year, not these quarterly earnings where, of course, we're having to prove that we're going to have more profits the next year, the next 3 months, the next 3 months, and of course everyone in America is, of course, paying for all those all those profits. Okay, what else we have? Only thing keeps going up, so a complete collapse of the continuous consumer spending here in the States. Countries that are peace, using their GDP to compete with us, and that's held up by I'm not sure what you are asking there, Nebs. I lost you. God, are using a piece. What? Ben Lawrence says there are areas of the economy which are fine and others that are hurting. Well, I mean, if you believe Scott Bessent, he says some parts of the economy right now are already in a recession. I don't know. I think we've been in a recession for 4 years already, or at least 3. 21, 22, we entered a recession, in my opinion. My jeans from high school still fit, says Braveheart. You're insane. Who still has their jeans from high school? What the hell? That's crazy. I mean, unless you guys are really young. I'm not that young. Holy crap. We have inflation now and always have inflation. There will always be inflation. Oh, yes, 100% Braveheart. That's how this whole thing's engineered. Of course, the poor will pay for the rich, through taxes, of course. And that tax is invisible through inflation. Exactly how to look at home prices over the past 30 years. Yeah, look at home prices. Yeah, exactly. Let's look at the damn home prices. And guys, we had higher interest rates back in the day, but the prices of homes were a lot less. That's how they're getting us now. Run, Dave, run. Run, Dave, run. Debasement of the currency is inflation. So yes, 100%. You get it. Yeah, you get it. Some of the price action in stocks that just keeping up with the basement. Yes, exactly. And that's why, the everything bubble is a bubble, because, we're all just kind of, these highly, valued stocks, right? Securities are just, following inflation. They're literally they're rising up with inflation. So if you wanted to keep up with inflation, maybe just buy some stock, but you're not going to defeat inflation by doing that. you're just going to have, of course, a piece of everything else everyone else has. Okay, we keep reinventing the narrative. Not you, Brave Army Freedom. Trying to catch up with you guys. I'm just trying to scroll down a little faster. Can't look at Facebook links on here. Yes, Nebs. AI's taking jobs. Yes, they are. Always. We keep inventing new narratives. People are parrots. I'm taking that. AI parrot, mofos. Chirp, chirp, chirp. On these mofo nuts. Parrots. Oh my god, Nebs. What the hell? Oh, jeez. You crazy. Otaku, you literally have like your Luke Skywalker outfit from 8th grade. How do you know? How do you know that, Ben? Yeah, Cliff says, of course, yeah, still has our, old school, age pants. Come on, man. That was like the last time you saw these parachute pants. Still got mine, but it's parachute pants. I remember having trip pants. MC Hammer was the thing when I was in high school. Damn, Ben. Damn. I never had any hammer pants. I was a skater with baggy jeans. Me too, Ben. Me too. I was a skater too. All right. Going back into it, guys. Let's get into the normie search history tonight. After, of course, we get into doom scrolling. Yep, we got to do some doom scrolling over on X, guys. We got to catch up, make sure we hit all the headlines, and make sure we got caught up with the breaking news. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got tonight. Unfiltered doom scrolling. Again, guys, if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe down below, trying to grow the channel. All right, moving on. They'll say we got lucky, says Michael Saylor. That's it. That's all he put 6 hours ago. That's cool. What else we got here? The McRibs. People are still posting about the McRibs. Crypto didn't break. Markets makers did. Tom Lee says the real reason Bitcoin and ETH have been bleeding out since October 10th is macroization. We already covered all this basically in that article. Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's the market makers. They capitulated apparently. All right. So yeah, everyone's talking about this. Of course, we already covered all that. Oh yeah, wait. This is the software bug. Yeah, talking about what? That's not true. Altcoin Daily got that headline completely wrong. I don't think that's how he said. He said that the stablecoin, that one stablecoin, I don't know. Let's just see.
I think the crypto market has been limping along since October 10th because on equities, because of that unwind and now this sort of limping and weakened liquidity. Well, that would across other exchanges, right? Because liquidations cascade. Almost 2 million crypto accounts got wiped out, even though minutes before they were actually profitable accounts. So
I see what they're comparing to. Altcoin Daily is basically saying that the October 10th collapse, right? Which we know was heavily manipulated by Binance, right? All that crap going on with Binance. Was of course a crash that of course the market makers did not want to go back into because of a software bug, which I this is very loose-ended. Why would they even put that in the headline? I don't know. Altcoin Daily, get your shit together. All right. What else we got here? Everyone was guessing banks, FedNow, payroll giants, and now ZBAC comes out of nowhere and integrates with the NatPay, one of the largest ACH payroll processors in the entire U.S. Most people have no idea how big this is, and this is coming from Dubs on Chain with some more bullish news on ZBAC. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Most people have no idea how big this is. NatPay touches everything. I don't know. I don't know enough about NatPay, to be honest. What is NatPay? Okay. Direct deposit, payroll, ACH payments, corporate treasury inflows. We got government enterprise disbursements and 30-year banking infrastructure. ZBAC didn't just get a partnership. They plugged directly into the financial bloodstream of the American payroll payments. And this very big shill article or thing here, post on X. All right. I mean, I'm going to buy more, ZBAC anyway, you don't have to convince me. All right. At current Bitcoin levels, we have 71 years of dividend coverage, assuming that the price stays flat, and the Bitcoin appreciation beyond 1.1% this year offsets the annual dividend obligations. Okay. All right. So that's, of course, at strategy, basically saying we got our shit together. We're fine. Everyone's, of course, freaking out. Personally, I don't think there's a problem with strategy, but there could be some issue with losing some of these DATs here by the end of the year if we go any further. But I think MicroStrategy, of course, has set themselves up. I think they have some troubles around the 70K price ranges, but again, we'll have to wait and see when we get down there. And they might have to sell a little bit. All right, today's market dump makes absolutely no sense. S&P 500 wiped out 1.5 trillion in value. Today's high. Bitcoin dropped to 87K. The crypto market cap is below 2.95 trillion. And the craziest part, there wasn't a single negative headline today. No policy surprise, no new recession wording, no tariffs, no bad earnings. Even Nvidia, which makes 8% of the entire S&P 500, posted a bullish earnings report yesterday, and now the entire pump has been retracted. Nothing explains this off this scale. Exactly why I'm saying no one's looking at Japan right now. Exactly why I'm saying it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Even after Jensen Huang also said too, "Oh, we're not in a bubble. We're fine." People don't understand it. They just don't understand it. We're not in a bubble. Global quantitative easing unlocked $2.2 billion Bitcoin in play, $1 million Bitcoin in play, coming from Max Kaiser, who's been saying that we should have been in a $1 million Bitcoin since, like, I don't know, the 2020s. Anyway, Simpson Mouse says, we can eat ramen longer than you can panic sell. 100%. You can't get me to sell. Right there with you. Of course, my otaku brother from another mother. The Fear and Greed Index is now at 6. Anthony Pompliano, I want to see his reaction to this. I don't think I've ever seen it this low. I've never seen it this low. And if he's never seen it that low, this is really bad. Oh, freaking Anthony Pompliano. Let's go, Pomp. That's insane. That's insane, guys. Look at that reaction from a Wall Street TradFi leader. Damn. All right. What else we got? Anything else? Waiting for the new headline. Bitcoin crashes from 101,000 to 85,000. Save the tweet. CZ Binance. Waiting for the new headline. Bitcoin crashes from 1 million to 850,000. CZ was right. And I'm going to be right. That's awesome. I love that tweet. That's awesome. Bitcoiners 30% down. He posted that when did he originally put that? Back there in 2020. Look at that. Called it. Nailed it. Geez. Bitcoiners down from 30% of the all-time high, tailing at the market makers to send it lower. Come on! Do it! Do it! Geez. That's what I'm doing, and people are getting mad at me in the chat. Okay. Last night at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, something unprecedented happened. Nvidia stock rallied 5% on earnings, then crashed into negative territory within 18 hours. Wall Street algorithms detected humans could not do that. And the numbers don't lie, and they don't add up. Here's what they found. NVIDIA reported that 33.4 billion unpaid bills, up 89% on the year. Customers who bought the chips haven't paid for them yet. The average wait time for the payment stretched 46 days to 53 days. The extra week represented 10.4 billion, and that may never arrive. Meanwhile, NVIDIA stockpiled. Oh, they're talking about something happening in the back end here, guys. Wow. The demand, the average wait time for these payments stretched. I'm trying to find where I was now. The cash flow tells the real story. Nvidia generated 14.5 billion in actual cash, but reported the 19.3 billion in profit. The gap is 4.8 billion. Healthy chip companies like TSMC and AMD convert 95% of the profits to cash. Nvidia converts 75%, and that's distress level. Here's where it gets criminal. Nvidia gave $2 billion to XAI. XAI borrowed 12.5, and we're talking about the whole entire circle of money. Yeah, I know about all that. Yeah, it's ridiculous, guys. If you haven't seen that, they even covered that on TradFi news. I mean, Bloomberg and everything else. It is a crazy circle of money just swirling around in different people's hands. Bitcoin, which tracks the AI speculation, dropped 126,000 in October to 89,000 today. That's a 29% crash. The AI startups hold $26.8 billion in Bitcoin as collateral for loans. With Nvidia falls another 40%. These loans default, forcing $23 billion in Bitcoin sales, crashing crypto to 52,000. Damn. That's very bearish. The time line is certain. February 2026, NVIDIA reports fourth quarter and reveals how many bills aged past 60 days. March 2026, credit agencies downgrade 2020. This is some crazy conspiracy. Boo! Speculation. The fraud that took 18 months to build unwinds 90 days, and for fair value for NVIDIA, $71 per share. Damn. Current price right now is $186. The math is simple. Is it? Is it though? Do you know everything that's happening in the back end with NVIDIA? This is the fastest moving financial fraud in history because algorithms detected in real time. Human investors are 90 days behind. The full article here over at the Open Substack. So they got that going over there. So if you guys want to dive a little further there, that's a crazy conspiracy I do not have time for. But if you do, you're more than welcome to it. All right. More doom scrolling. Oh, there's, of course, what I was referring to there. The big circle. Between Intel, Oracle, XAI, AMD, and OpenAI. Just, of course, swirling the money back and forth from the NVIDIA. All right. Robbing Peter to PayPal, basically. Always the same when everyone digs for gold. Sell the shovels. Always sell the shovels. You make the most money, you sell the shovels. All right. I think that might be it, guys. Everyone's going to wait for 126K to come back and buy it in. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. You gotta follow the herd, right? That's what they usually do. Tether just bought the dip with $1 billion for the first time ever. They used $1 billion USDT from their own treasury to buy Bitcoin. Wow. They definitely know the bottom's in, according to 0x Nobler over on X. Wow, I did not know that they never used their own USDT from their treasury to buy Bitcoin before. That's pretty crazy. I know they take their profits from the fees, and then they use the profits to buy Bitcoin. They've been doing that for years. All right, moving on, because they have billions of dollars in profits every year. It's crazy. All right. I think we're caught up on the news, guys. Let's get back into the normie search history to see if they're looking up anything in our space at all today. Usually they don't. Of course, they only look up 3 typical things every single day. It's sports, video games, and celebrities. Let's look up what they're looking up tonight. Shall we grade them on a typical grade scale A to Z? A to Z? You might as well be, because I can't go lower than F. And I need more wiggle room because I want something worse than enough to give them. All right. Okay. Bills versus Texans. Sports. Kevin Spacey. Why are we searching for Kevin Spacey today? Sunrise or on the Reaping. Spencer LaFranco, Ella Langley, Parachuca Pumas. Okay. Sports. More sports. All the sports. Love their sports. You guys know how that goes. The Grinch meals. It's a Happy Meal for the Grinch. That's people are searching for today at McDonald's. Normies don't get more normier than that. Knicks versus Mavericks. Swastika's hate symbol. Coast Guard hate symbols. Okay, weird. Didn't think we'd be talking about that here on the channel tonight. Zach Top, Natalie Green, CDC. Vaccines, autism. Sports. Normies love their sports. They're literally searching sports. It's in the top 20 assets. You can't believe this crap, guys. It's real. It's normies. They're not paying attention at all to what's going on in the world today. Nico Collins, Lindenwood versus Indiana. Sports. Purdue basketball. Sports. All the sports. Verizon layoffs. Yes. Let's go. Send it. Yes. All right. I might give them an F flat today. I'll be nice and not give them an F minus because they're looking up some doom. I do like the doom, and they looked up the Verizon layoffs at the very tail end of this today. I'll give it to them. But yeah, damn, more layoffs, of course, coming to a city near you. Continuing on for Bitcoin searches on the daily today. Let's take a look at the day as we usually do. Here we go. It still looks decent. This is what's really surprising me. Bitcoin searches have been coming up on the daily a lot higher than they have been in previous weeks. And I've been telling you guys I was getting kind of worried a few weeks ago when Bitcoin was trending on average about 30 on the peaks on the Google index. And here we are still getting some peaks around 70, 60, 80, 90, 100. So yeah, I'm liking this still. There's still some interest on Google when it comes to the Google trends on Bitcoin. Speaking of the other assets though, not so much. Ethereum, Doge, Bitcoin, XRP, and Solana, all these of course against each other. This is the lowest I've ever seen XRP. Look at that XRP represented in green right there. Usually it's somewhere in the middle between all these other assets, Ethereum, Solana, Doge, and Bitcoin on the top, of course, the golden king, of course, on top. So yeah, this is interesting. Of course, there's a lot less interest right now in XRP for sure on the Google normie searches. All right, guys, that gets us full circle back into the order books. And here we go. This is where we're at tonight with Bitcoin currently sitting at 86,200, retesting the lows from today at 86 flat. Not quite there. Not quite there within what, like $50 that we just wicked down here. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. How low did we go here just recently? 86,106, 86.8. So yeah, we are just barely there, holding on. Yikes. Let's clean up the chart and see where we're likely to see Bitcoin go tonight. Ethereum right now also on the verge of breaking down 2,800. If we cannot get this going any further to the upside. Again, everything is in a bear pendant. Probably tonight. Anything else? Yeah, everything looking pretty much the same on every chart. All right, let's get back to it. Yeah, Bitcoin and Ethereum look almost identical right now. That's insane. It's almost exactly like JP Morgan was talking about. It's the short-term investors selling it off. That's insane. All right. Let's get into it. Let's clean up, of course, the stuff from yesterday. Yesterday, of course, we hit nail on the head with our baseline target. There we go, guys. Of course, baseline. And yeah, we're going to do the same thing again tonight. Again, I can't do the ritual because I am in a no ritual zone. But I will do, I'll do it without the ritual, of course, not tying into my average of 97% accuracy. All right. Let's catch up with the chat real quick. Catch up with you guys, and I want to give a shout out to. Can I even do it? Will it even work? My top fans, yes. Andy being my #1 fan tonight with 425 XP, with a close second. Cliff at 400 XP. We got Crypto Boz in there with 325 XP, and number 4. Fourth place, Ben Lawrence with 150 XP, tied with Braveheart McFreedom for number 4. Nice. On the outskirts there, we got Nebs. God. Thanks again, guys, for coming out and supporting the live stream. And, of course, the Chaos. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. And, again, I really appreciate the Chaos, guys. I can, I'm trying to scrape by when I can with, of course, doing this every single day for my main job. All right. So let's see what we got going on here. Bitcoin currently sitting at 86,450, climbing back up to maybe retest 865. It's not looking too great right now, though. Not looking too great at all. We're wicking indecisively right down the center of these wicks right here, these candles. And it's looking a little bit more like it wants to trend to the downside, or more the upside, actually. Yeah, we are starting to get some shorter wicks to the upside, and some shorter. It might lose that. Come back down, retest 86. But anyway, we're gonna take a look and see what's going on one more time over in the order books and see what's going on. A little closer here. So we did defeat pretty much everything else on the board. All we got left now is 80 flat and psychological target of 75K, which is also the next CME gap we've never filled, which it's stupid, but that's there. All right, so getting back into the downs, and there's a lot of selling pressure above us. Then there is, of course, buying pressure above us currently, right now. Everyone's liquidated. At some point, we're gonna get exhausted. But the way the foreign market's been treating this asset class right now, I'd say it's probably just going to be pretty tame like last night. It's already quiet right now in the morning, morning open for Japan. A little bit more selling pressure right now than there's buying pressure, but it could change at any time too in the next hour or so. God, guys, I'm not seeing anything that gives me any clear indication where we're headed. Let's zoom out a little bit more, see if we got anything popping up on the charts. And this is 4 hour of the daily. It's not looking good. Looks like a dead cat bounce. Okay, on the 4 hour, yeah, it's just not good at all. Oh God. All right. So I guess we're in for some more pain, guys. Let's just do it. Let's just rip the band off and do it. Screw it. I was hoping for something to at least give us a little bit of a. I mean, we're holding on here. Anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. We are wicking so fast, though. We are wicking so fast. And it's not really like there's a lot of buying pressure right now either. Let me see what I got. Just taking a look at let's see if I can find another order book to pull up. This one gonna work? Yeah, this one works. So we can take a look at this real quick. Yeah, it's just really slow right now. Yep. Damn, man. If I were looking at this any other day, though, I would be like, yeah, this is just oversold to hell, and we're going to continue this upward. But, you know, we're... it's probably going to be more blood tomorrow. All right, let's just rip the Band-Aid off and do it. Screw it. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. I hope you're ready for some more doom. All right, so we're going to start with the baseline target tonight. Baseline target, oh boy. We are already oversold. Right at the bottom. Let's hope for a return to the upside. Retesting hopefully 87K before or around midnight. That's more bullish. 87K roughly chopping up there around to about midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. Maybe we can touch 87.5. That might be the highest we see tonight. Retesting that, bit of resistance we now have there because we just started building that up. Lose that around 3 a.m., 3 p.m. for, of course, the foreign markets. Roll that into, of course, the yearly trading, pre-market here in the United States, and that's what we're going to be looking at for our baseline target. Pretty much the same thing we got last night. Last night we saw a very, very basic sideways action, right? That's it. And it's probably what we're going to see again tonight here in the foreign market if they don't want to just dump the entire thing. All right. Then, of course, we from our baseline, we're going to our bear target. Bear target goes back down to, oh boy, unprecedented levels we don't want to see. But we're going to do it anyway. Remember that when we had the super bear? Remember when the super bear was at the fire sale? Now we live the fire sale. Bitcoin's in dead territory. If we get underneath 70K, Bitcoin is officially declared dead once again. Like, of course, the other, 30,000 times has been declared dead. All right. So let's, of course, rip the Band-Aid off with the bear target tonight. Bear target for Bitcoin. We're going to lose that right around midnight. We're going to lose it. We're going to probably hit 85,000 flat, come back down, and maybe make a new low if they want to. Of course, this probably wouldn't happen in today's market, in the foreign market, but it would happen tomorrow more than likely, because there's more liquidity, of course, in the foreign market. I mean, in the American market. That's because we suck. Basically, that's what I always say. Because we suck, we're the ones to sell it off. And the market open, and that's probably what we're going to see tomorrow. Usually, when I do this for the foreign market, we end up just dragging it on over for the American market, and it lands pretty much right on top of it. But anyway, that's going to be our bear case scenario for tomorrow open. And we got bull. We got bull case scenario tonight, guys. If we finally am, I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong in this direction today. For tomorrow morning. Because my opinion is probably going to be, so we be baseline bear again tonight. With a little bit of a recovery, hopefully shooting us back up to 87, up to about 90K, 92,000. We need to flip this to green, back to 93. Guys, we were just here this morning. Can you believe it? It's crazy. Bitcoin can do that again, but you gotta really, it's gotta really want it. All right, so again, something like that, but I think honestly we probably would correct back down here to about 90 flat, probably open market at about $90,000 with a bull price action this this evening. All right, so that's going to be our bull case scenario. I made a mess of that, but it is what it is. That's what I meant to do. All right. So again, with that being said, you know what? I haven't introduced, of course, the super bear and super bull because I'm not doing the ritual like I usually do. But I will incorporate it anyway. Because maybe the chaos just lives inside me, guys. Maybe I don't need a ritual. Maybe I don't need to do. Oh, God. The goddess of chaos is definitely looking down upon me right now. Oh, please don't strike me with lightning. All right. This is the baseline, the super bear target, man. Super bear target. 70K, 69K. That's where we're going now. That's the super bear target. $69,000 Bitcoin, which is not that far actually from 70K right now. Yeah, that's crazy. That's of course the previous all-time high for Bitcoin. Set it at 69K, they say. That's what some people say in the chat. That's going to be our super bear target and our super bull case scenario for Bitcoin. Crazy, ridiculous. $40,000 candle the upside. 120,000 probably realistically for a, an Omega candle, like fashion. Boom. With a correction, probably around 115 or 112, something like that. All right. So again, I just want to suggest that to the universe, even though I'm not doing the ritual tonight. Hopefully, someone will hear me. I'm so wrong. I'm so sick of being right, guys. I'm so tired of winning. I really am. I'm so freaking tired of winning. I am. Let me be wrong tonight, damn it. Let me be wrong. Okay. Cause again, calling for baseline bear. You guys know it. Yeah, probably going to struggle around here. I would love, again, I'd be happy we just do this again. That's what we did last night. So we did, I think, the night before. And of course, we sold it all off after the market opened anyway. And we ended up down here at around like, what was it? 80, 85, 86 today. So 86, 87. Yeah. So if that happens again tomorrow, we continue the dead cat bounce. We're going to continue back down here. I don't know if we're going to go back down to 75. I think it's a bit extreme. But maybe 80 flat could be seeing tomorrow. I do have my alarm going off though, so some coins are moving. Let's see what we got. Looks like Bitcoin just started moving down as soon as I'm talking about it. Yep. All right. Currently now sitting at 85.9. Ah man, I mean, the goddess of chaos smiles upon thee. Jeez. I want to be wrong, guys. I want to be wrong. Let me know in the chat what you guys think tonight. Finally catching the live, man. Always calling it on point, my man. I know. Thank you, Crypto Jared. How you doing, Crypto Jared? You used to bring the doom every night, man. I miss it. Yeah, never a dull moment, man. Never a dull moment. Thanks again for coming out tonight. I miss you, man. I miss you. What else we got here? It's stupid prices out there. Yes, Braveheart McFreedom. Don't catch those falling knives, but watch it. Keep dropping. Don't catch the falling knife. This is why you sell, and you're going to keep buying back in. You're going to keep buying back in. You're just going to sit here and wait on your hands and wait. I mean, do one or the other. I had some dry hit me my account. It's hard to hold fiat these days with these dips. It really is, Braveheart. It really is. Only certainty in the live, Braveheart McFreedom, is death, taxes, and your girl having headaches. Such is life. Yes. Such is life. Screw it, I'll do it on the live. Screw it. Yep, do it live. That's 100%, man. I do it live. Yeah, we're in this bitch together, says Nebs. Yes, teamwork. What are you buying, Cliff? What are you buying? Otaku burning money and the juice everywhere. I ran out of money to burn too. Maybe that's my excuse, guys. Maybe it is. Maybe it really is my excuse. Finally catching. Yes. Okay. I've been living the doom, my friend, says Crypto Jared. Nice. Yeah. Cliff says, E. Perez, don't look at the fiat factory. Fake equivalent. The value. Yeah, guys, cause your dollars don't buy you shit anymore. A soda bottle costs you about $2 or $3. It's ridiculous. I saw one for $2.88 in Florida. At the Walmart. It's ridiculous for a bottle of soda. The little one. Put them coins into the cold storage and sit on my bag, says Cliff. Yep, also there. Ben Lawrence saying, I'm a toddler. No soccer this week. It's rained and I have unspent energy. Oh, wow, Ben. If you do have some time, I'd like to get your opinion on what we were talking about earlier on the 50-year mortgages compared to just your typical retail investor who just refis their house every other year. I'd love to see what the difference would really be, if it would actually be worse refinancing your house every other year versus just having a 50-year mortgage. Jeez. Okay, yep, gotta hammer time them the wifey. Says Braveheart. Damn, that's what. Give her a wrench, Ben. Give her the wrench. Oh, you guys are crazy. Oh man. spend $2 or $3 for a soda that's better than the glass bottle that made with cane sugar. Yeah, is it? How much are those real cane sugar bottles now? From Mexico, the Mexican Cokes we call them. My personal opinion, the 50-year mortgage is a joke. How about do we take from having a chance to own a home to zero chance? 100%. I'll take a 50-year mortgage now, though. I guess I'm just gonna say crypto and pay it off later. Oh my god. It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. I honestly don't really want to be in America, to be honest, anymore. I'm over it. I'm really over it. But I can't give up my citizenship. That's the problem. I've got too many friends and family here, so I gotta just keep traveling, come back with visas and shit. It's gonna be annoying. Get passports, find a Thai girl or something, a real girl. 50-year mortgage, aka rent. Yes, aka rent for 50 years. Except you gotta also count the upkeep on the house too. Don't forget that. Move to Thailand, Degen Otaku. Yes, Ben, I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. Man, F it. They just walk all over the ice wall. Yeah, there you go. Just gonna, we're gonna go try to take, Antarctica. We're just gonna find the ice wall and get out of the simulation. Yep, we're right there with you, Cliff. We're just gonna break out of the simulation. Over, I'm done with this. Oh, jeez. Bitcoin just, we're claiming 86K from just losing it. Oh, God. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go get some rest. I'm gonna see what the folks are up to, if they're still awake. I doubt they're still awake. Yep, definitely not awake. It's 10 o'clock in Eastern Standard Time. Thailand is epic. I'm considering a mobile lifestyle as well. It's tempting, says Braveheart McFreedom. Yeah, it really is. I mean, if I could take the show anywhere on the road, I could definitely do it. When you no longer see NPCs, you're close. I don't remember the last time I was in public and didn't see a whole bunch of NPCs. It's been a long time. Hoping to see that happen in Vegas this next year, guys. And, of course, April. Guys, of course, get your tickets soon while you can. Soon. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you with that. Have a good night. And, of course, I'll see you tomorrow morning with the market open with more doom to come soon.
When will then be now? Soon.
Ridiculous.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history.
Oh boy. Where the hell did it go? Guys, if you haven't already, I can't find the damn thing. Don't forget to take your orange pills, and maybe a glass of wine's better tonight. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Yeah. Have a good night, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.
Bet.